As I told you yesterday in my post, my spirit guide had talked to me. She told me there would be peace coming in Ukraine and Russia. Now, I didn't know then what she was talking about. Like I said, that was yesterday, but today's news, I found out what she meant. If you read today's news, the Pope, Francis, he gave a prayer with all the priests throughout the world, all the Catholic priests, that is. They all prayed for peace over there in Russia and Ukraine. That was big. I'm really proud of you, Pope. Yes. In his homily, the Pope spoke about the century-old apocalyptic prophecy that was given to 3 children in Fátima, Portugal, back in 1917. Yes, the Fátima incident. To those of us in the know. In case you don't know about the Fátima incident, here it is in 30 seconds. Brought to you by Wikipedia, the source for those with no source. On May 13, 1917, around noon, there were 3 peasant children attending to their sheep when out of the sky appeared a beautiful woman which they took as Mother Mary from their school teachings. Since this was before television and the internet, it could have been a UFO or another feminine goddess from before the Virgin Mary myth. Who would know? They didn't know. They were uneducated. So anything they saw in the sky, they said, oh, wow, it's Mary. Or maybe some thought it was Jesus. But they didn't. It could have been a UFO. It could have been another goddess, a feminine goddess. We'll never know. More on that later. The children told the priests that they had seen visions on 3 separate days. The visions were written and saved by the Catholic Church and are as follows. They were the souls of people burning in hell. That was the first vision. And then the second vision was at the end of World War I. Then there was also a third vision of the fall of communism and the killing of religious and lay people by soldiers. Of course, that's the end of the 30-second Secrets of Ftima in 30 seconds, brought to you by Wikipedia. Now, this is the story that has been handed down to us by the Catholic Church. For the children were never allowed to be interviewed by anyone else. That's right. So the only person that had their story was the Catholic Church. And you can imagine these 3 children go in there and they're saying, oh, I saw, she was beautiful. She came from the cloud. And then the priest or preacher or bishop would say, oh, you mean Mother Mary? Yeah, I guess. But she didn't look quite like the Mother Mary statue. No, she was Mother Mary. Oh, okay. They helping them along, leading them on, as we call in the legal profession. You know, if there had been one of us had been there, we would have said, objection, you're leading the witness, you know, because those girls, who knows what they saw? Because what they were relating was a beautiful, benevolent person was telling them about love. And then there was the guy, the scribe back there, the note guy, the priest, the bishop saying, no, it's the Catholic. And so when they were saying things like, oh, it's peace, she said that we need to have peace. The bishop said, no, you mean she said penance, that the world needs to be penance. Yeah, okay. That's exactly how it happened. That's what my spirit guide tells me. Isn't that right? Thank you. That's right. The Fátima vision was a heavenly message for all of us by a benevolent feminine goddess. But it was hijacked by the Catholic Church to help them grow their church. Now, I don't mean to get down on the Catholic Church. I'm here to tell you all churches are like that. I've been in spiritual churches, Buddhist churches, Christian churches. All of them are about the dollar. They got to keep the doors open. And so that's why the children were led along the route that we got. But as my spirit guide tells me, what that day was, it was an early prophecy of the change we are experiencing in the world today, from leaving the masculine Pisces to today's feminine Aquarius. That's a change that is happening now. And the masculine days of world wars are over. The root of the Russian invasion, evil that's going on there, I won't name him by name, but that root stops here today, right now. And the world's coming together to stop it. We're not going to get in line and fight his war. His own soldiers are not fighting the war. You can see the morale's low, and they're just like, oh, I don't know. Because we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do it because there's been a new awakening. The Aquarius awakening. The feminine spirit is here, and this is the spirit that says we aren't going to fight wars just to fight wars. No, those days are over. Take note. The masculine days are over. Vladimir Putin, you're not going to have your world wars. Donald Trump, you're not going to have your wars. We're going to live in peace. We're all growing together. That's right. And this is the real reason Francis spoke of the Ftima, in my humble opinion. Thank you, Francis. Thank you. Peace out.